For anyone who just joined, we're going to start in just one more minute, but in the meantime, feel free to put your name in the chat and where you're from. Welcome. It's great. We have people who are who used to be in SoCal and who are moving to SoCal too, in addition to being in SoCal. So it's great to see everybody interested join. Great. We got another Pacific Beacher too. That's welcome, Philip.
I feel like it's like the entry point to San Diego.
Yes, definitely. Yep, got to start there. Yeah, I love it. So, all right. Well, we're at a few minutes after, so no, I don't want to waste any more time. I'd love to get started. So, just wanted to say welcome to everybody to our first ever SoCal Workfront User Group. Just wanted to thank everyone for being here. And the purpose really of this first event is just to find out more about everybody here and to be super interactive, to meet each other and just learn what you'd like to get out of these events and what you want to see out of future events, whether they be in person or virtual. And we'll talk about different topics and any swag we'll give away and discuss the biggest challenges among the group here that we're all struggling with and find out where everyone's located so we can coordinate our first in-person meetup.
Yeah, my name's Julie, by the way, and we're going to use this time as more of an icebreaker of a meeting versus really getting into core of things, because we don't even know what those topics are until we talk to you guys about what it is that we really want to focus on for these next events.
Yeah, so what exactly is a WUG? Mm-hmm. So it's meant to be a group that a collective group of people who just collaborate virtually and in person and share best practices, problem solve, and network. So we plan to host meetings quarterly, maybe even a little more frequently too, both in person and virtual. And we'll focus on a variety of topics on Workfront, or whether it be the latest AI features coming or integrations or just problems you're having if you're having trouble for getting people to use the tool. So this is open to all skill levels. I know that some people who signed up, they haven't used Workfront before, but they're super interested in it. And there's other people who are experienced, many years of Workfront experience, system admins and project managers. So we welcome everybody.
Hey, so I am a potential client. I am not even sure exactly what Workfront is. Would somebody be able to run me through like use cases, what it's intended for, things along those lines?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, welcome. So, Workfront is a project management tool by Adobe, and it's standard for making requests and managing projects, reporting, personal task management. So we can definitely cover all of that. In fact, if you have some specific questions too, there's a Q&A in the chat below. So you could put that there and we'll get to questions too. I want to make sure we get to all of the questions that everyone has today about it. But yeah, that's great. We'll definitely cover that too. But
Sure.
It's a project management tool.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
And I also want to emphasize that this group so I think a perfect example is that Becky is a Workfront admin versus I work with it as a project manager. So we want to make sure that we're getting a good group of people that work with Workfront in all types of ways, not necessarily somebody who's behind the scenes making it work versus the super users. So yeah, so we really want to make this open to all types of users here. And then I am hopeful that this group will grow bigger and bigger organically as word gets out. So please share with others and know that, again, we are looking for all types of Workfront users, including, it sounds like, some that have never used it before.
Definitely. Yeah, so what we'll cover today is we'll go over a little bit about ourselves and then just some housekeeping and to ensure that you sign up for the chapter. Just because you sign up for the event actually doesn't sign you up for the chapter. So in the chat, there's pinned at the top the 2 steps to join. You just have to navigate to the link and press join to ensure that you are in the chapter so that you can get future emails about and notifications when events are. And then we will talk about introductions. We'll do that. We'll find out who's going to Adobe Summit, talk about future events, and just a reminder that a survey will be coming out to your email so that we can get your feedback on what you'd like to see as well for these events, and then take any Q&A. So my name's Becky Barris. I work at Qualcomm. I'm the Workfront technical lead and the system administrator. So I handle getting people to use the tool, all the adoption, change management, governance, all the discovery sessions and process alignment, and then all the development and builds as well.
And my name's Julie. I have been at Thermo Fisher for almost 7 years, actually, and I'm the manager of the traffic and operations teams here. I started with Workfront when it was being implemented at my particular group at Thermo Fisher, maybe 6 years ago. First as more of a project manager, and now I use it. I'm getting more into the operation sides of things, so eventually want to be a super user for our team. And then I just wanted to note that I actually had never heard of WUG until a couple of weeks ago when I was approached by our co-lead here and our fellow team member Julie. I'm very new to this, so please don't feel like you have to know anything about anything at this point, because I've learned a lot in just the past couple of weeks for this.
Yeah, and yeah, I heard about WUGs when I was just doing some speakerships and webinars with Adobe, and I heard it was a new program on the horizon. And for anyone who knows me, I love events and planning and fun stuff, so I thought it would be a great opportunity. But yeah, we rolled out Workfront a couple years ago or about a year in May of 2023 at Qualcomm. So it's definitely still a big process getting people to use it and whatnot. So we'll go over some housekeeping now. So and then we'll get to the more fun topics. So just some house rules that we have. So just to ensure that this is a safe space for everybody and that we stay user focused and just focus on like problem solving, we ask that there's no selling or self promotion or pitching of any kind at any of the events. If you do have any thing that you want to like bring to our attention that you want to feature at one of the events, then you could contact us directly too. But we ask no selling or self promotion of any kind. And then we ask that communications all stay within the group. Like don't contact people outside without their consent, of course. And then if you you want to make sure that any information that is shared at the meeting is okay to share outside of here with their consent too, for anyone who shares any information about their company or anything.
And then we want to make sure everybody knows that this user group meeting is being recorded. So to ensure that we're abiding by the Adobe User Group Code of Conduct, we are informing all user group attendees at WUG Meet and Greet virtual events on March 5th at 9 a.m. that this meeting will be recorded and posted on the Adobe User Group YouTube channel to promote training, education, and future learning. If you do not wish to participate in a live recording session, please feel free to watch the recording at a later time that will be linked after the meeting concludes, or send us any questions you may have.
Yeah, so we do plan to post some recaps sometimes and photos from the events that we have, and do recaps just on Experience League or LinkedIn. So you can keep an eye out for those, just of anything exciting that we went over and talked about. And then final reminders just to stay connected with the chapter. So I know I mentioned this just a couple minutes ago, but whenever events happen, the best way to find out about them is by joining the actual chapter. So you'll want to click on the link in the chat. Also, you can, yeah, it's just pinned to the very top, but you'll definitely want to press join for joining the chapter, because when you signed up for the event, it didn't automatically sign you up for the chapter. All right, so now we'll move on to our first topic. So who is going to Adobe Summit this year? Is anybody in this group going? Please put in the chat if you are. Awesome. Oh, wow, we got quite a few people. Oh, even
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah. It's great. Wow. So there's still time to sign up, I think, too, if you're undecided. But we one idea I had is that we could do an informal meetup at Adobe Summit too, just to meet everyone in person who's going. So if you are, then we did highlight the events that are related to Workfront here. So there are different. These are some of the highlights of the events related to work planning, just in case you haven't made your schedule yet. So there is, I do have a session at work. It's a Workfront session, and it may or may not be themed for any Swifties, Taylor Swift theme, but it's going to cover a lot of tips and tricks for project managers and system admins. But just wanted to point that out too. That's on Thursday, but these are all really great sessions too that we encourage you to sign up for if you go into Summit. And I'll send out an email as well if we do plan to have an informal meetup in an event at Summit. But I know schedules are busy, so. And then for future events, so there are a lot of different ideas that we have are for talking about product capabilities and features, successful adoption, AI capabilities. I know that's something that myself, I'm really interested in too, because I think that'll change a lot of the features of the tool. And see how others are using Workfront too. Love to hear how other organizations are using it, just because their workflows may be set up different, and you definitely learn something. But if you want to put in the chat something that you're interested in hearing about, then just something like a topic that you're interested in learning more about in the chapter, feel free to do that too. Okay, and on that note too, if you can't think of anything right now, then it's okay. You don't have to put everything that you want to hear about for future events in the chat, but I do plan to send out a follow-up survey. You'll get the email just the same way as you received all of the events. So in there, love your feedback, just to talk about like where you are in SoCal. I know I asked up front already, but just so that we can plan the events, that'll be super convenient for you to make it, just because SoCal is a big region. So you want to make sure that they're convenient for everyone. And also we want to hear about what topics you want to cover too. So definitely keep an eye out for all of that. And the link for the survey is listed here, but you're going to get the email link in the email as well. So I'll go ahead and put that in the chat as well.
And then, yeah, I'll reiterate that again. I know that we keep talking about topics, but that's why this meeting was very much an icebreaker for us and just to set us up for the rest of the year.
So on that note, stop sharing, and then we'll get to do introductions and just learn about where everybody's from. So I know if we could just go around and say our name, our company, what you do for your company, and then what part of SoCal you're in. Or if you're not in SoCal, then you can just say, where you're coming from virtually. And I did want to introduce somebody first before. So we do have somebody here from Adobe who launched this whole program, Julie. So I don't know if Julie wanted to introduce yourself, but that's really started this whole program. And if you're interested in being a co-leader for a different city, or you know somebody who might want to join in a different city, then you can reach out to her.
Yeah, that was good, Becky. Yes, feel free to reach out to me. There's also a tab on the Workfront User Group site for if you're interested in starting a new chapter, like if you know somebody else or you're actually in a different area, not in SoCal. Or you could reach out to me directly, juwilson@adobe.com. I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I think the best way to do this would be to just go. If you want to come on camera, that's great. I welcome that. But if you don't, I completely understand. So I will go around, and if we could, maybe alphabetically would be the best, just because I know everybody's image is different on the screen in different order. So Britt, do you want to start first and introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Britt Shulnick, and I work at the Getty in LA. I am an IT project manager, so I do use it to manage my own projects, but I am also the system admin for Workfront for about 2.5 years now. So thank you for putting this together.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for coming. That's super exciting to have you here. Okay, and then next, let's see. I'm going in alphabetical order, so let's see. If there's anyone I missed, let me know. So let's see, Cliff, I think you're next. If you want to introduce yourself, Cliff.
My apologies. I'm sorry, did someone ask for a question? My bad.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to see if you wanted to introduce yourself and say your name.
Oh, sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I was multitasking. Forgive me.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I've got something on the other line. My name's Cliff DeJong, and I currently work at Accenture. I work in the Adobe Business Group. I'm a tech architecture specialist for Workfront. Been with the firm for about 3 years. Have previous Workfront experience as a system admin, working in healthcare in the IT division, about 5 years there. Looking forward to the user group. Missed them a lot in the past. Prior to Adobe acquisition, Workfront user groups were always a really cool place to hang out and learn great stuff. And nice to meet everybody.
Yeah, great to meet
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's so cool that you used to belong to one as well. So
yeah, previously it was really cool.
Yeah. Very good.
Awesome.
Great. All right. So next up is, let's see, Erica. So we have Erica K.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Julie.
I know. Hi. I was excited you were coming. Yeah, when Becky told me you guys work together.
I know.
Love that.
Small world. So hi, everyone. My name's Erica. I'm a project manager supporting the sales enablement team at Qualcomm. And I've been with Qualcomm for almost 2 years now. And I use Workfront on a daily basis to manage all our projects. And I am located in San Diego.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming, Erica.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah. A small world too. So like in this
Yes.
community, Erica used to work with Julie as well. So it's great. A small world.
Definitely.
All right. So next if we go in alphabetical order, would be Esmeralda.
Hello. Esmeralda Hernandez. I'm with Sage Publications, and we're located in Thousand Oaks, California. And I've been with the company for 28 years. I've done everything in marketing, but now I'm the system admin for Workfront and Fusion developer as well. So we recently got it about 2.5 years ago. So I'm still learning the Fusion side for sure. But I just want to really quick, if we can get one of the, maybe in the chat or something, since I'm new to the system and all that, my job title is going to change. And I've been hearing some of the titles that people have. So it would be interesting to see, as system admins, what is the most commonly used title, or because I hear project managers, IT architects and all this. It's like where is it normally like titled or clustered? That would be something for later, but I thought that was interesting just to hear everyone's titles right now. So, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we could put those in the chat for sure. Do we have people who are on like the end user side and then system administrators who are administering the tool too? So
yeah,
we definitely do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll put mine in right now and just see who's next in order here so we can still get that going. All right. So next is going to be, let's see. I'm just seeing, Fernando. I believe you're next. If you want to introduce yourself, Fernando, and say your name and company.
Hi all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm Fernando. I am a project manager, project administrator from Global Content Studio from Gates Corporation, and I'm located in Mexico. And nice to meet you all. Great to be here.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much for joining.
We can now say we're an international group.
Yes. Yeah, that's super exciting. That's great. All right. Next up, I believe we have Heather. If you want to, just going in alphabetical order.
You're on mute.
The
There you
button's in a
go.
different spot. I'm used to change. Hello, I'm Heather Simmental. I'm a manager for the creative and technical writing team at Thermo Fisher Scientific. I also work with Julie and Erica. Hello. I'm actually, I guess, closer to an end user. Our writing team uses Workfront as our where we manage all our work through. So we pull our documents through there. But I've worked as one of the managers. I've helped set up some of the reporting stuff and the way all of our reports look and what pages we're using and filters for some of the reports. So it'd be nice to know a little bit more of what I was doing and maybe make better things for my team.
Can definitely help with that here. I'm sure there's a lot of great people on the call who have amazing input on that. So yeah, happy to help and welcome. Great to see you.
Thanks for coming, Heather.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. So, Jeremy, I believe you're next if I'm looking in alphabetical order here.
Hey everyone, Jeremy Krull. So I am Senior Director of MarTech, AdTech, Digital Experience at Qualcomm. Becky is on my team. I'm blessed to have someone like Becky on my team to be doing this. But I'm happy to speak to what it's like to roll this thing out, what it's like to kind of gain consensus at a leadership level, bring your leaders along, and sell things in like new features and Workfront, stuff like that. Super excited to be doing this. I'm based in Portland, Oregon, but I'm relocating to the San Diego area this summer. Very excited to do that. So, and excited for Summit. Thanks, Becky.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Jeremy. So we have representation from really all levels of organization. So that's a great thing about these groups. So appreciate it. And then Joanne, I believe you're next. Yeah, Joanne Duckman. Yep.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joanne Duckman. I'm actually the spy from the north today. I live outside of New York City, and I'm actually the co-leader of the New York City chapter WUG. So I'm here to cheer on Becky and Julie and just see how your first kickoff meeting goes. And I also can tell you a little bit more about me, just very quickly. I am on the Adobe platform team at IPG, the Interpublic Group. And I've been a past system admin, launching at both local agency and regional group. Now we are currently launching an enterprise-wide Workfront instance. I'm also an Adobe expert in many different areas. I've been using Adobe products since the 80s. So long time, and I'm just very passionate about not only Adobe, but very passionate about Workfront. Love it. And I'm just happy to meet all of you fine folks and excited for this group. But I will go off camera again and listen in.
Thank you for coming, Joanne.
Yeah, thank you.
To have you. And yes, Workfront is an amazing tool. So, all right, next is Kirsten.
Hi, it's Kirsten, but it's okay. Everybody mispronounces my name.
Yes.
Anyway, my name's Kirsten Garvin, and I actually work with Julie and Heather at Thermo Fisher Scientific. I'm a marketing program manager, and I am kind of the liaison between my business partners and creative services agency. And we utilize Workfront to manage all of our projects, do reporting, get approvals. We use it for the whole gamut. And I worked with Julie kind of at the initial phases when we were transferring from another platform to Workfront. So be great to hear some ideas that you all have and learn how we can maybe improve some of our own processes.
Definitely. Thank you so
Thank you,
much. And then Mindy is next, and then, or I'm sorry, Mary is next, and then Mindy. We have two Mindys. Sorry, one Mindy. So I just moved on the screen. So yes, if you guys want to go next, we have a few minutes left. I want to make sure we get to everyone.
Hello, I'm spy number 2 here, Mary Shellick. I work for Cabana Pet Brands, and I talked to Julie yesterday about the possibility of co-leading a central users group. So that's why I'm here. So thanks for having me.
Yes, thank
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for being here. And then Mindy.
Mindy Shockley. I also work at Thermo Fisher, but I'm in a different division than the other folks here. I used to work actually with Kirsten and Julie and Heather closely, and Erica as well was on my team. Funny small world. But I'm now with a different group within Thermo Fisher and leading the marketing operations functions. We use Workfront. I've also used it in my 2 previous roles. Last company was a smaller company, and we kind of re-implemented it to get it working in a better way, which is what we've also done in this role that I'm in now. It's been very useful, helpful for managing creative services projects and marketing projects, as well as very robust from the reporting perspective that we rely on it for very heavily. So happy to be here. And I'm also in Southern California area, North County, San Diego, in Oceanside. So.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here and introducing yourself.
Nice to meet you guys.
Mindy.
You as well. Next up, we have Nicholas, and then Philip is after. I think we'll get through everybody too. We have a few minutes left. So, yeah. Nicholas?
Hi, my name is Nicholas McCluskey. I'm up here in San Diego, up in San Marcos. I'm you could say, marketing manager, a consultant for myself and a couple other clients. I previously used to work for a company called Cap Target, which was a deal origination service for mergers and acquisitions. So anytime any company's trying to get reached out to, it was coming from our company. So trying to acquire them.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here and introducing yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, happy to have you. And Philip, you're next.
Hi, everybody. Philip Weisberg, San Diego based, Claremont specifically, San Diego State alum, if we have any of those here. I'm a slightly different use case. I don't use it myself, Workfront, but I work for a longtime Adobe partner, TransPerfect, and we have customers who use Workfront. So I'm coming here. Becky was kind enough to let me join from a educational perspective. I hope to learn from you guys and see what issues you guys are having to better help my customers. And also, as we obtain more customers who are using Workfront, maybe I could share with you what I've found, some of their problems and solutions have been. So hopefully we could all lean on each other. Great to meet you all.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you for coming too. That's a big challenge that we deal with too, is having, like, as part of the workflows, translating like web pages and PDFs. So that's a partner that we have. So thank you for for being here, and hopefully we can talk about that more in one of the next meetings. Okay, we have 2 people left, I believe. So Sky and Terrence. I know that we're right on the dot at 9:30. So I think if Sky might have had to jump, but Terrence, you're still here. If you have just a moment to introduce yourself.
Sure, this is very strange. I generally end up speaking first or second, but I'm last. My name is Terrence Barrett. I am the FVP of Risk Analytics at Axos Financial, based in La Jolla. I do live very close to all the Thermo Fisher folks out there in Carlsbad. My interest is really that I am in the process of centralizing a lot of our analytics functions. And so I am kind of starting from scratch to figure out what would be the best request / project tracking / coding library type of resource. And so that's why I'm here, just to learn more. So thank you for having me.
That's great. Yeah, Workfront definitely helped with the project tracking portion of that. So yeah, thank you so much. It's great to have everyone from all different perspectives and different roles, like different companies. So yeah, so I know it is a little bit after. So thank you everyone for staying.
Thank you guys.
It's after.
You
Was
missed
there?
Rhonda, Becky. You missed Rhonda.
Oh yes. Oh, I missed Rhonda. Oh,
I can make it super fast.
Oh yes.
So I'm spy number 3. I'm with Aristotle, AVP there for Sales and Marketing Technologies. I don't use Workfront, but my company does. But like the other 2 spies, I recently started a user group for Marketo. So I was interested in just hearing what people were looking for from user groups in general, thinking that it's probably fairly similar.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I'm sure we could cover that too, and we'll definitely go over. So sorry I missed you. I think it's because I said hello in the beginning when you first signed on. So yes. Is there anyone else who I missed? No? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for everyone for being brave and introducing yourself and just coming to this interactive meet and greet. If you haven't taken the survey, please do, just because it'll really help us. But definitely, we'll send out just more communications on what to look forward to for the next events. And yeah, anything else you want to add, Julie?
No, I'm just grateful for everyone being here, and please share the user group with others so that we can continue to get more and more people in the area.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thanks, everyone.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited for this.
Yeah. Great to meet you all.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.